Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I apparently have a drawer full of stuff that I have not tried before, and so I figured I should just make a full face out of this and make a video and give you my thoughts and first impressions about some things that I've never tried before. Some of these things are a little bit older, some of these are fairly new, so I'm sorry if I'm like definitely missing the mark or just way behind on some stuff. I'm so sorry. There's so many things that come out all the time, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everything, but we're gonna do this. So if there's nothing else for me to say, then let's get started. With this drawer, I realized I was able to fairly get a full face of, first impressions of stuff I've never tried before. With this full face deal, there are some things that I'm missing, so I will be using current stuff to replace it. So I'm sorry if the things that I have are you realize that they're new, or current stuff. So we're gonna have to fill in some gaps. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so to get started, of course, I'm gonna put on some primer. I have not done it yet, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'm actually gonna remove my ring, put that down, and get this going. With new stuff, the first thing I want to try is actually e.l.f.'s Cameo CC Cream. I've had this for a while, like I said, and I've never I never have a chance to try it, so we're gonna do it right now on camera. When I was getting this, I noticed that the shade range wasn't that impressive. This does have a broad spectrum of SPF 30. Something to say, even if a foundation does have sunscreen on it, you still need another sunscreen underneath it. It's not going to double, if it's 30 original sunscreen and then 30 foundation, that means you're getting 60. No, it's still 30. So you still want that extra protection. But with this foundation, like I said, the shade range isn't that great. It's not that big. I got Fair 120 Neutral, and I feel like it's going to be super light on me. I can already tell this just is so light. Oh yeah. And I did get this online. I didn't get a chance to actually go in store. Oh my gosh, it looked like a ghost. So by the time it has come into store, I already had it for a while. So I know I look totally off. But this does spread out. Wow. I do have some bronzer and that kind of stuff, so maybe that'll even it out, maybe look a little bit better. Coverage is kind of insane. Finish isn't bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely something that is rubbing off on my fingers, just touching it. So I'm going to give it a minute to, dry down and see how this looks. Because I'm trying to get used to the color. Okay, I feel like I'm getting used to it now because it seems to look like it's matching my neck. Now the next thing is also an e.l.f. product. Again, I'm sorry, this is just kind of starting out as an e.l.f. thing. But I have here the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. And I have it in the shade, if it'll tell me. What's your shade, man? Ah, here it is. Medium 32N. I've been trying to do neutral, and I already can tell that this is going to just not work with the foundation I have. All right, well, we're just testing to see if this will work on me. Just if it'll brighten, if it'll actually conceal some darkness that I have under my eyes. Yes, it's gonna look really weird. I'm so sorry. This is my fault for not getting the right colors. So I'm gonna add some here. Yeah, see. And I'm gonna add some here. Definitely makes that area look darker. So I don't know how I'm able to switch things, apparently. Not make the concealer light and the foundation dark. So there's that. I feel like it just disappeared and it kind of got soaked up. So we're going to do this again, but just with my finger. At least I'll know if it's covering, right? can totally tell where it is. I kind of still see some peeking through just a little bit down here. For sure. I'm curious if it'll start creasing. I feel like I would probably use this and then use another one, like my Tarte Shape Tape. So that's something I may have to do. But, I mean, so far it seems to be doing okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some powder on. I'm going to be using the Infallible Fresh Wear in the shade 180 Linen and see if maybe I can brighten that up, the color itself. Let's move on now to a new thing for me that I have not tried yet. And this is a bronzer. It's actually from Physicians Formula. It's a liquid, it's a cream sculpting bronzer with jojoba oil. It's been part of a line. It's, like I said, this is an older thing, but I have not tried it before, so I'm really curious about it. I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, that seems to be evening out my face a little bit. Let's see if we can add some here. It's blending really nice. I do like that. Definitely things that are going on top of this CC cream is definitely blending really nice. It doesn't seem to be gripping things and like, or moving the cream itself, the CC cream. So there's that. So that's really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get powder bronzer and a blush to kind of set this. I'm curious now about if it's set the foundation. I am noticing some of the foundation is still kind of wet, so it does take a while to set down. I don't even know if it will set, but I'm moving my face and it definitely is emphasizing those lines. So I'm really concerned about it gathering in places, especially like around my nose. I noticed that with some foundations, it just seems to get in my lines and it's not pretty. Just on my forehead I can see I'm not liking how it looks because it's just so, I can see it's starting to gather a little bit and I'm not that thrilled about it. So let's move on and see. Let's just see how the rest of this goes. All right, now to do some eyeshadow, I actually have a new eyeshadow primer I've never tried before, and it's actually from Kokie Professionals. And I really want to try this. So I'm going to put some of this on right here. It definitely is giving me like the e.l.f. primer kind of vibes here. Just the coloring, the doe foot applicator. Or eyeshadow, I do have something also from e.l.f., which is this No Budge eyeshadow. And it's like the mint collection. I have it in the shade here, Ice Cream. I'm really curious about, because I also have the Animal Crossing 5-star eyeshadow palette. I haven't opened this up, but it looked so cute and I just wanted to just get it because it looked so cute. And I wanted to play with it. Super adorable, but I'm looking at this the shadow stick and I'm thinking this might not work with the palette, so I might skip out on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try this out and we're gonna see how it's gonna look. It's kind of so this is like the quads that they tested out with, and then they came out with some other stuff, and I can just tell it's only a matter of time before they start doing this as an everyday thing. And I just feel like ColourPop is really starting to experiment and expand. And, you know, their traditional 9-12 eyeshadow palettes is going to be a thing of the past. They're going to start moving on to these single 5 and 4, and I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with an actual face palette this year. I honestly think that's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. It's just, I can just see it leading to that. But we're just going to go with this. We're just sticking with this for now. All right, so let me get a brush And I'm just gonna do just a simple eye look, nothing too complicated or fancy. Just we're gonna make it easy. And I'm gonna get this color here, or this brush here, I'm sorry. I get this brush here, and I'm gonna get the pinky one, Island Tune, and I'm going to just kind of buff it out into my crease right here. Oh wow, that was just one dip. That's really creamy and really pigmented. That blended so nice. I have no idea if it's just the palette or the primer. Like these are firsts for me, but dude, this is like, wow. That blended out super, super nice. All right, Island Designer is just really pressed glitter. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That's super, super pretty. Oh my goodness. That's super nice. This is definitely something I'd have to use my finger for and maybe some glitter glue. So I think next time I'm going to play with that because that is super pretty. And it doesn't seem to make a huge mess as other pressed glitters as there are. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to use Resident Representative. It's more of a darker pink mauve kind of shade right here. I'm going to take that one. I'm just going to put on the outer corner of my eye. But this is so pretty. Woo! All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Isabelle and I'm just going to put that kind of on my lid, inner corner kind of deal. I'm going to take a flat end brush and I'm going to use this one here. And I'm just going to put it right there. It's more of a yellowy kind of color, as you can see. Matches Isabelle. It's been so long since I've actually played Animal Crossing. Of course, my camera goes out. So I'm just going to have to finish this really quick. I did finish the eye look, the palette. I mean, it just blended out really nice. And then I actually used, I've never used it before, the Rimmel. I used Rimmel's Scandalized Micro Eyeliner in the shade Black. And this was actually really, really good. It was so easy and light to apply. I didn't see any bleeding so far, and it just looks really, really good. Oh my gosh, this is really good. I then used Physicians Formula Rose All Day Mascara in the shade Black, and I did not like this at all. The brush, I don't know, it just seemed like product would just not get in my lashes. This one, the lashes here have already fallen down. These ones are starting to fall down too. Doesn't hold a curl. They don't volumize or, you know, thicken them in any way. I just was not happy at all with how this mascara was. This is a no, no, no for me. Do not get this. I do not like this. And then one thing I did not get to test out is actually this lipstick. It's actually from Maybelline's. It's their Ultimate Lipstick Stick Pencil deal. It doesn't have a name. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you. It's Ultimate. That's what it says on it. But I did get it in the shade More Blush. And it's this really beautiful, just this really pretty pink reddish color to it. So I'm just going to apply this. And it's, oh, it's creamy. I like this point because I can get right in there. That's really, really pretty. I know it doesn't match the eye look, but we're just doing a full face of stuff I've never done before. That's creamy. It's definitely matte. Does have a matte look and feel to it, but it's very creamy. So just to do a quick overview, foundation I'm not loving. I'm not liking it because already I can see like it creasing and just my forehead is just really it's showing all my pores and everything. It's very much accentuating that area, and I can already tell it's getting really texturized. I don't like that. I can kind of see it here too. I'm not a fan. I don't like this. This is a pass. Also, shade range is not that great, so that's why it looks so white on my face to begin with. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it. The concealer, no, because I can already see it creasing already right here. And I put powder and it's still creasing. I don't like that. Of course, the color isn't right, but just in general, I'm not liking it at all. It's totally showing all my lines. I'm not thrilled about it. It's not great. The coverage wasn't that amazing because I can still see some peeking through. That's a pass for me. Let's see now. The bronzer, the sculpting bronzer, I actually did like it very much. Definitely do need to blend it in really, really well to, make it seamless. But overall, I did like this very much. The one thing that's really good with the foundation is that stuff that sets on top of it seems to mesh really well. It doesn't move the foundation very much. So there is that. So there is a good thing in that. Let's see here. Eyeshadow palette. This is so good. I love this. This is so, so good. I highly recommend getting the Animal Crossing palettes. They are the 4 quad, yes, and that's really, really good. I like that very much. This primer is really good. This Kokie primer. I'm definitely going to use this more. But so far, first impression with the eyeshadow, it just seemed to definitely make the color stand out so much. That was really, really good. I love it so much. This is good. This liner, oh my gosh, is amazing. It's super good. There's no bleeding that I can see whatsoever, and I can definitely get, a little wing to work with my eye shape. I can't do a large one because of my hooded eyes, but whatever I can do, this works really, really good. I didn't have to press very hard, and it's not smudging at all. It looks really good. Of course, I've just tried it right now, so I can't say for sure it's long lasting. And with this lipstick pencil crayon thing from Maybelline, so pretty. It's super creamy. It's hydrating my lips very much so. I love it. It's so pretty. I have to use this color more. I want to get some more. These are so good. But there are some things here that I'm definitely going to be using a lot more. Like, holy cow, there's some good stuff. Anyway, for sure, I found some good stuff that I'm going to play with and try with a lot more. But this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And I hope you have a great day, great week, great weekend. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.